How can I tell if the Reiki energy is flowing? This is going to be a question that really folds in a lot of our intuitive knowledge. So, this is kind of why I like to teach Reiki and why I teach intuition together, right? That's a big part of my Reiki and intuition mentorship because the Reiki is going to flow whether we're consciously aware of it or not. As soon as we activate it, it's like turning on the light switch. We don't have to know what's happening with the light to have it be turned on. It's there. It's either there or it's not. One of the really, really nice things for me is that when I first started practicing on doing self treatment, is I didn't feel anything. I did Reiki on myself every day for 2 years and I did not feel anything. But at that time, when I was first learning Reiki, I had a lot of anxiety. I would notice that my anxiety was dramatically less the next day or afterwards. It always felt like a space that I could come back to my cozy little nook of the self treatment. So even though I didn't feel anything, right, I noticed the effects. So some of you're going to have to notice the effects, okay? You might be traveling and then come back and be like, oh man, a storm must have passed through because I'm seeing some trees down. It looks like, there's all this, these leaves on the ground. Like stuff looks like it's been turned around. There must have been a big storm that came through. So you might see the effects of the thing that you didn't see or feel, right? I just want you to kind of give it a little bit of permission to exist without you knowing. The other thing that some people who are feelers or who are do have a little bit more visual representation of the energy. One of the things I remember one of my students was telling me that she always knew that she was getting Reiki because she would almost see these little orange dots. And one time she went to the dentist and the dental hygienist was cleaning her teeth and she started seeing these little dots. And the next time I saw her, she said, I think my dentist was giving me Reiki because I saw those dots. That for her was her sign. That was like her reference library that oh, this very specific energy is flowing. Many people also report that they feel something in their hands, like a texture. They might feel a temperature. Sometimes the Reiki warm hands or the Reiki hot hands, people experience that. You can, or tingling even. You can even ask the person that you're working on, hey, how you doing? Did you notice anything? Are you experiencing anything? So don't feel that just because you have an answer or that you don't have an answer, keep doing that. Keep exploring, keep sitting in the energy because sometimes our minds are just kind of busy and we don't notice right away whether something is flowing, especially with a subtle body system, because we're not trained. We're not trained in how to do this as children. I mean, we kind of know as, part of our inherent nature as children, but as we're moving through the classroom, through, our formal education, we're not taught how to sit with the subtle body system. If you're lucky enough to have grown up with meditation teachers or, have had healers in your family, then you're one of the lucky ones for sure, for sure. So the only other thing that I'm kind of being reminded that I want to mention is that it is okay to feel nothing. If you never, ever, 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 ever feel anything, it is okay. Period. Give the Reiki a chance to work. The other little piece that I'm being reminded to tell you about is sometimes you might be maybe not seeing anything, maybe not feeling anything, but you might be connected more to your emotions. You might be like, oh, I'm working on this other person and I'm feeling a lot of anxiety in their tummy. Things feel really tight. Sometimes things just pop into your awareness that you're like, I don't know how I know. This is a big reason why I teach intuition and Reiki at the same time in my Reiki and intuition mentorship, so that you have an opportunity to be quiet and be grounded and be still in the energy as it's flowing through you, passing it to yourself or to another person. And also how to, when we're quiet, to be still with that energy and how we interpret it. How are we observing it? Okay. So I hope that some of this helps. If you have any questions, please send it type it into the comments below. All right. I look forward to helping you explore your Reiki journey some more. Bye.